Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I had quite a few questions on our video before last one, I think, about how I make my vellum pockets. Now, this is very, very simple. Once I show you, you're going to think, why did she even have to do a video on that? I already knew how to do it. And this is just one of the tags that we made out of some of that, some of our junk mail the other day, so I just slid that down in there just to show you that they make very good pockets or little envelopes. You know, you can buy these, but if you've got any vellum at home, and I have lots of vellum, just different colors and pieces that I've got over the years, then I make my own. So we're going to make a pocket. We'll make a couple of pockets, and then we will make a vellum envelope. So I've got just some various pieces here. This one is one that I have had for a little while. I like it. This is just a clear piece. It's kind of a smoky. And then this is a gold piece of vellum. So I'm going to start out with this really pretty one here. And depending on what size you want your little bag or your pocket is how big you cut these. I'm going to make, let's see, this is 8.5. So I'm going to make, probably, let's do 4 1/4, and that'll split it. And we may need to cut it down a little bit. I may go this way. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'll probably go this way. Let me turn my phone off. Sorry about that. Let's do a 4-inch wide one. And then this way we'll do a 4-inch, no, 4 1/4, and that'll split that. Okay. So the size that I want, I'll be able to get 3 out of that piece of paper. And that was 8.5 by 11. Now, I don't mind that if I fold it this way, my design is going in different directions. I don't mind that. If you do, then, you know, just make sure that you fold yours the way that you want. But just cut your piece of paper. Cut it 1 inch larger than what you need. So if you want a 4-inch pocket, then cut it 5 inches. If you want a 3-inch pocket, then cut it 4 inches. So got this piece right here, and then we're going to take our scoreboard, and we're going to score at, and I only score at 3/8 of an inch. I don't score at 1/2 because you don't need that much folded in. So I score at 3/8 there, and then I score at 3/8 on this side. And you can flip it if you want to and score it that way. And I score very lightly so that it doesn't puncture the paper. I'm going to go ahead and score this one while I've got my scoreboard up here. So 3/8 is about all that you need. Okay. All right. Then we're going to make bags. So all we need to do is fold this in half. And you could have scored this again too, but I find sometimes just folding it in half works just as good on this vellum because it likes to slide around a little bit. And let me get my glasses on. It's better if I put my glasses on, that way I can see. So I just lightly fold it over, and then just lightly. But you know, if you fold vellum, it creases really quick, so be careful with your folding, and just try to get it as straight as you can. So I folded my 2 pieces over, just like that, and then I folded it in the center. So this is going to be kind of a short pocket, but it's going to be about a little over 3 inches wide, about 3.5 exactly. Okay, once you have those score lines down each side, then all you need to do, and find the scissors that I want, start right on the other side of that center point. So there's the center right there. And I'm just going to start on the other side and cut a little notch down to that center point. And then I'm going to cut up that score line and cut that little piece away. Like that. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm cutting up that score line. And then I'm going to cut that little piece away. And you can put it back in your scoreboard to do this. If you find it a little bit hard to cut straight, you can put it back in your scoreboard and do it. And I always like to kind of pre-fold it and see if I might need to trim just a tiny bit more off. And I do right there. And let's see on this side. This side's good. Okay. So that's what we have right there. We have this up here that still has our side pieces on, and this one doesn't. So then we're going to fold this up, and we're going to put our glue right here. Now, I use art glitter glue on mine. When it dries, it doesn't show through, or it hasn't before. If it does, it's very, very little, and I don't mind it. But if you want to use a glue stick or something like that, you can. I do kind of smush it out with my finger just so that it's not just a bead of glue down through there. And then I just kind of go over that with my bone folder, pressing it down and making sure that that glue caught. There is a little pocket. And now to do the top, I just use my little deco scissors, and I kind of start at a little angle down here and I go up. And then I just kind of go down at a little bit of an angle again, just to kind of make that top edge like that. Let's see, let me grab another piece of paper so you can see. See how we've kind of done that top? And you can use different scissors. This is just a little, this is like a postage stamp kind of. But you could use different ones to cut that. And there is your little pocket. So let's put a tag in here. So there's a little pocket. And that's going to be just the right width to put on a scrapbook page, put notes down in there. You could put it in your journal, in your books, whatever you would want to do with this. You can decorate these up more too. You can stamp on these, but just make sure that you use a permanent ink if you stamp on them. But if you get some that's already designed like that, then you don't have to stamp on them. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. It's going to be done the same way basically. But since we've already got it scored, we can go ahead and do it as well. Now I'm going to try to use my big scissors on this to see if I can go a little bit straighter. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then just cut that off at a little bit of an angle. And there we go. And I'm going to check and make sure that I might need to trim that just a little bit more right there. And I think that side is good. And then again, we're just going to put our glue down and kind of smush it in a little bit. And then just fold those over. Fold that one over. And then just use your bone folder to kind of make sure that it sticks. And I think a glue stick would probably work on this too if you don't want to use art glitter glue. There we go. And then we'll cut this one at a little bit more of a angle than we did the first one. And you could decorate the top of them up any way that you wanted. You wouldn't have to leave them just like the top of a pocket. And so see, we cut that one at a little bit more of an angle. So that's ready to go. Okay, let's do one where you just have two pieces of vellum like this, and we'll do a little fold over like an envelope. So this is just two of the pieces of vellum that I got out of a Prima flower pack a while ago, and I could not bring myself to throw this away. I just loved it, so I was not going to throw it away. So I'm going to use this piece as the front of my envelope. I'm just going to trim it off just a little bit, like that. And I'm going to save that piece. I can use it. And then since these are the same width, I'm going to trim down the side of this one just a little bit, about that 3/8 of an inch. So see, that's what I trimmed off right there. I'm basically just trimming off that part that doesn't have any writing on it. Okay. And then we will lay this down on here. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and score on this. And I'm just gonna score at the 3/8 of an inch, and then if I need to adjust my other piece, I can. So I'm gonna score at 3/8 all the way down on each side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and score the bottom at 3/8. Let's see, right there. That looks good. And it doesn't have to be exactly 3/8. You can score it a half. You can score it whatever, a quarter. It doesn't matter. As long as you can get some glue on there, then it'll work. It doesn't have to be exact. Now let me see if I can fold these straight. Okay. Okay, so there are our, see they fold over and they catch their self. They fold so tight. Vellum is just so easy to make creases in. Alright, then we're just going to cut out that little corner like we do on all of our little pockets that we make. Now I'm going to lay this in here, and I may have to trim it off. Yeah, I'm going to trim it off just a tiny bit more on each side. That's just going to make it fit better. I don't want it to be puckered. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh yes, that works good. So just fix it to where that one will sit right on the inside of that. So then what we're going to do is glue this bottom part up. So I'm just going to put some art glitter glue on that, and I'm going to hold this top one down right in that crease. And then I'm just going to fold that over. Now before we glue these sides up, what we want to do is we want to cut right here at the top. We want to cut that part off. And right now I'm just going to cut it at the score line, but we will put our little fold over in that in just a minute. And I'm not even being precise with that. I just wanted to get it cut. I just wanted to get it cut so that I could fold these over. So then put your glue on either side, right there and right there. Oops, I have been all thumbs today, so And then we're going to fold that one over and fold that one over. Okay, now we'll go up here and we'll cut our little angle to show that that is a closure. Or that's the top part of our little envelope. And I just cut that one off, I flip it over, and I hold it over here on this side, right in the same angle, and then I trim this one. Just so that they'll be the same, like that. And then you're just going to fold that little top over. And there is your little envelope. Right there. Now, if you don't like these showing on the front, then you could always just make this one the larger one and fold that to the back. And then you wouldn't have these showing on the front. I kind of like that because it gives it a little bit more character. But it just depends on what you want. You could cut this big one, the smaller piece, and leave this one, the larger piece, and then just fold it over that way instead of folding it to the front like I did. And that would make your front part look just like that. But, like I said, that is up to you. You can do those any way that you want. So that's the way it would look if you folded it that way. But I just think they're cute. They're easy. They're something that you can make, and you know, out of just what paper you've got at home, out of just your scrap vellum, things like that. You can decorate these up any way that you want. You can put stamps on them. You can put little flowers on them. You can do lots of different things with these, and then just take a clip and clip them into your journals. Put a little tag in there, note in there, whatever, and you've got some beautiful little pockets and envelopes. And I think they're darling. I think they're cute. They're something that you can make out of just what you have. I love using things that I have and just kind of upcycling them. Okay, we're going to make one more. I'm going to make one out of this gold. I'm going to show you how pretty it is. And I've had this gold for a while. But we're going to make one out of this. Just so you can see how pretty this is. And I need one of these anyway. I need to use it. Now on that one I split it the long way because I want to make a tall pocket. Or a tall envelope. So we split it the long way. So that's how tall our pocket will be. So let's go ahead and score down each side at that 3/8 of an inch. And I don't press on my bone folder I don't press on my little score tool at all. I just kind of let it ride down through there. It'll make enough of a crease that you can see it. And that's all that you need. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold it in the middle. And I also have some other goodies to show you guys, but I think I'll wait and do it tomorrow. I'm running a little bit late on everything today because we worked and got all those kits out, and then we sold quite a few more kits that we had in stock last night. So I just made sure that I got all of that out this morning before I started trying to do anything else. I wanted to make sure that those were out the door. So it'll probably be tomorrow before I show you what all I got from a lot of different friends. Got lots of goodies. I got more old books. I'm so excited. Anybody who has a lot of access to old books and things probably thinks I'm crazy, but we don't have any vintage or antique stores in our town. Of course, right now you can't go anywhere to find any. So it's just hard for us to find anything like that around here. And I have not had any old books for a while. I had some years ago, but I used them all up. Okay, we've just got that cut, and now we're going to run a little bit of glue down each side. And then just smush it in there and fold it over. And fold it over. I think these gold ones are beautiful. A little bit more glue in there. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And then we can just cut, and you can leave it squared off if you want to. You don't have to cut it at all. And this one I'm just going to cut straight across. Like that. Isn't that pretty? So that is another pocket. So lots of different things that you can do with your extra vellum. And that's just how easy it is to make the pockets. And you can go ahead and decorate more and more if you want. You can put all kinds of things on these pockets. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to leave them just like this. I also love making pockets out of old books. That's one of the reasons I wanted old books. I love making these little envelope pockets out of them, and I make different kinds of pockets that have different layers and things on them. So if you want me to, let me know in the comments below, and I can show you how to do these as well. I make different sizes and all of that. But that is it for today. I just wanted to drop on quick and show you that because I had a lot of people who asked how I made those little vellum pockets, and I just wanted to show you. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. If you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys later on. Bye-bye.